Hello, this is Joe from SquareXO, and this is SquareXO episode 62. You may notice something different, and that's we're here. Look, hi! I'm joined by Rebecca.
Hello,
and Nicole.
guys.
Say hello, everyone. So we're doing video now. This is our first video cast, even though it's episode 62 of the SquareXO podcast. So if you're listening, nothing's changed really, but you can pop over to our YouTube and have a look at us if you want. Join in the fun. So yeah. So before we start, don't forget you can follow us at squarexo.co.uk, twitter.com/square_XO, or on patreon.com/squarexo, and you can visit our website for the latest reviews, competitions and more. We're also on Podbean and on iTunes, and if you want some merchandise, squarexo.co.uk/merchandise. So that's that. Yeah, so let's get on with the gaming news. Okay, right, we'll go fly first. Now, before I start, we did record this yesterday and Dan was here, but Nicole took his place because it went wrong yesterday because the sound never recorded, but it's definitely recording now. I'm keeping a beady eye on it. So,
it does, yeah.
Yes, it's recording, I hope. So, yeah. So, this is take 2, but I'm sure it will be just as good. So, let's get going. Okay, we've got a wee bit of news that we never had yesterday, so that's something. Starting this Wednesday at 8 AM PT, which is Pacific time, Sony will stream new game announcements and updates each day, leading up to its E3 presser. According to a post on PlayStation blog, it will kick things off by revealing a new PS4 game with PSVR support. On Thursday, it will announce the release date for an upcoming title, and then it will announce another new PS4 game on Friday, and a new PSVR game on Saturday. So we're going to get all of that before even E3. So how cool is that? On Sunday, it'll wrap things up with a look at an eagerly anticipated game coming to PSVR. So yeah, wow. That's pretty good.
Which beat that is.
Cannot knock that at all.
No.
Knack free.
Like 3, yeah.
Well, already, I've not got through 2 and I don't plan to anytime soon. So.
Bethesda has announced Fallout 76. I was just seeing if Nicole's face lit up.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if she was just enjoying that drink or if she was just happy about Fallout.
I need my PA. But yeah, did anyone watch the stream or?
I watched a little bit of it. I watched the bit when it was announced. Looks good. So it'd be interesting to hear a bit more about that.
What about you, Joe?
Yeah, well, not really. I watched and it wasn't going to stay up to watch a stream, but I did watch the trailer when it was eventually live. As we said before, although I keep saying that, but our listeners never heard yesterday, but we were just saying yesterday that it's reportedly inspired by Rust and DayZ, and is meant to be an online survival RPG. It's said to retain Fallout 4's base building and will feature a range of multiplayer mechanics. It's been developed by Maryland team responsible for the likes of Fallout 4 and Skyrim, and it's been also developed at the company's new Austin branch. Another sort of rumour was that Fallout Vault 76 is mentioned in both Fallout 3 and 4 and is described as a control vault designed to open just 20 years after the nuclear war. So there we go.
I'm just dreading it.
Background on that. Okay, so whatever. We'll see more at E3, and it could release in July or August. So
I did hear that. Yeah,
July.
Okay, Lego DC Supervillains is coming this October. Team Sonic Racing is coming this winter, and I think everyone's going, switch, but it is coming to PS4 and Xbox One. So if you're excited for Sonic and racing, and you kind of want a kart game on your PlayStation 4, then yes, you can do it with a blue spiky hedgehog. Yes. So, can't wait. Okay, limited edition PS4 releases for the Days of Play sale. We've all seen it. It's blue, it's got gold symbols on it. I want a t-shirt like that.
Inspired by.
Everyone think of it? Everyone like it?
I like it, but I wouldn't buy it because in my eyes I've already got a working PlayStation, so I'm sort of like, well, I might as well just keep the one I have.
Yeah, it's kind of how I feel as well. So yeah, Le Mans is coming to Le Mans, sorry, not Le Mans. That's the Scottish way of saying it. Oh, Le Mans. I know that one. Le Mans. That's coming to Gran Turismo Sport this week. So everyone will be excited for that. Who plays Gran Turismo? I'm not bothered, but there you go. Code Vein comes out this September. And PS19 has lost the license for Borussia Dortmund, but it's gained Schlack, which we were saying yesterday is not really a great sort of don't know the word now. Not really a great replacement, but maybe it is, because what do I know about German football? Nothing. Red Dead Redemption 2. There's collector's special edition blah sort of special box thing coming that walks and has coins with it and collectibles and things.
But no game.
Have the game.
Yeah, it doesn't have the game, so that's weird. But the special edition comes with a single player story that doesn't come with a normal game or something.
Yeah, a bit kinky.
That's a bit wrong. I don't like that, but
yeah.
Oh well, what can you do? That's the way things are going. Okay, so what else you got here? What's this? Oh, look, I've put the same news twice. That's not very good then, is it? Right, okay, the charts. Just to round things up, FIFA 18's number 1. That's because they released the World Cup update and everyone's obviously got excited and thought to themselves, yes, I'm going to buy FIFA so I can play the World Cup. I've played it a little bit, it's okay. I like it for the fact that the Ultimate Team isn't really like a marketplace, so you get really good players when you open your packs, so I like that. That's a good thing, because it's nice to get the good players for once, instead of spending a fortune not getting any. So there we go. Detroit Become Humans number 2, Far Cry 3, God of War 4, Sega Mega Drive Classics 5, Street Fighter 6, Overwatch 7, State of Decay 8, Dark Souls Remastered 9, and Fallout 4 is at number 10, and Gran Turismo's way down at number 13. Out the top 10 for the second week in a row, I believe. So there we go. Yeah, so I can throw my play pad away now, because the gaming news
Just throw it away.
So, yeah, over to you, Rebecca.
Right, so because of the week, and obviously E3 is coming up next week, we're going to do our predictions this week. I wasn't sure if you guys want to do them one at a time, just go around and say them out, and then we'll cover Lloyd's and Dan's. Those two are not here right now, but they have made predictions as well. Yeah,
maybe we'll just knock them all out at once.
Knock them all out? Alright, okay. I know that me and Nicole have got a few duplicates, so the ones that we've duplicated, I'll just touch on them really quickly. So, let me just get my notes. My first prediction, hope, in case anybody can see, I may have a bit of a problem.
Maybe.
Yeah, I basically... like I said, it's more of a hope than a prediction, but I really want to see Bloodborne 2. I said it last year. There's been a lot of rumours swirling around that Bloodborne 2 was going to be at last year's E3, and then, nothing came of it. From Software are doing something. They revealed a trailer last year, like a 2-second trailer for something called Shadows Die Twice. If that is anything like the Souls games, I'm going to get that regardless. I feel like that's my type of game. But I'm still kind of holding out hope that maybe that's a prequel to Bloodborne 2. Maybe that is Bloodborne 2 and that's just a code name for now. So, yeah, I'm very
twice
hopeful.
Equals 2.
Yeah,
So.
It does. And there's shadows in Bloodborne, so it could be. Keep positive. But that's my number 1 prediction. And then my second prediction is I'd like to see something from the Resident Evil 2 remake, just because it's been 3 years now since it's been mentioned by Capcom at E3. He last talked about in 2015, so I just feel like it's probably about time to hear something else, if they're still even going on with production. I read some rumours that it was going to be like Resident Evil 4 in terms of being an over-the-shoulder type shooter, but then I was thinking with the time of production, maybe they've changed that. Maybe they've thought, no, maybe we'll go something along the lines of Resident Evil 7 and just completely revamp it. So I think it's about time that we saw it again, since it's been such a long time since it was last mentioned. I think E3 is obviously a really good time to showcase video games, so it's been a while. Why not? And then my third one I'll really quickly touch on because I know that Nicole has put that down, and I think we're probably going to see announcement of a new BioShock game. I will let Nicole say more because she knows more about the series, but I just think it's probably we're all like repping our favorite video games today. That's so funny. I think that it's probably, if it's been hinted at that it's in production, then at E3 is just a great time to show it off. My fourth one is given the success of recent PS1 remakes, I think that we'll probably see another PS1 game make its way onto the PlayStation. Obviously, we've had Crash Bandicoot, that did really well. We've got Spyro coming up in September, that's probably going to do really well. So, maybe something that wasn't very popular at release because of it. I was going to say, I know Nicole would like to see Croc, but like maybe something that wasn't too popular at least, but has the fandom now that would just leap on the remaster and would just play it all the way again through. Yeah. So that's my fourth one. And then my fifth one, another duplicate with Nicole, I believe, is not a PlayStation prediction, but for Nintendo's conference on Tuesday, I think it would be nice to see an announcement for a new Animal Crossing game on the Switch, just because Nintendo, I don't want to say rehash in terms of, that sounds bad, but Nintendo seem to follow the structure of they do, the same series. So they obviously have the Mario games, they have the Zelda games, they've got Metroid. And I think out of all of those, obviously Metroid's, already been, in production. I think out of all of those, it would be nice to finally see an Animal Crossing game. And I don't have a Switch yet, but I have said to everyone around me, I'll definitely get a Switch when Pokemon comes out, the Pokemon the Day next year.
I'm on the strict orders to make sure you do as well. So.
Yes, I know. I'll definitely get a Switch when Pokemon comes out next year, but if Animal Crossing is released before, then I'll get a Switch prior to that, essentially. But yeah, that is mine, just nice and quick.
Right then, Nicole, you can go next if you want.
Right, so I may as well just kind of touch upon the ones that me and Rebecca have duplicates of. So yeah, I'm expecting Animal Crossing for Switch to be announced. I mean, Nintendo's handheld has done, it's seen a lot of love and success over the past year, and seeing as Pokemon's likely to see a main story kind of release as of next year, I think it's just fitting that Animal Crossing kind of sees one rather soon as well, and as Rebecca says, E3 is a good time to do that. My second one is, again, a new BioShock game. I'm pretty sure, obviously didn't we talk about that apparently one's been rumoured to be in the works?
Yeah, so, IGN reported on it a few months ago.
Yeah, so, I think, it's a good time to kind of showcase something like that, and I'm kind of a bit hopeful. I hope it kind of mirrors more of the first game as opposed to Infinite, where it's a bit more atmospheric horror as opposed to just whatever you could count Infinite as. My third one is a new Devil May Cry game, so I'm presumably 5. Just in light of the series reboot and seeing as they've already kind of remastered all the other games, it's the only step forward for the franchise, really. And apparently there's been rumors that they've registered the next 3 or 4 titles.
Domain names or something.
Yeah, don't hold me to that, because that was but you just have to see what happens, but I wouldn't be surprised. My fourth one is a new Dragon Age game, because I'm pretty sure they mentioned that they were working on that, and seeing as Mass Effect saw some love last year with Andromeda, I'm 90% sure that it would kind of be the way forward to focus on that franchise and give it a bit of love. I'm really crossing my fingers for that one as well, because I really liked Inquisition. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And my last one is a Fallout 3 remaster. I was actually expecting this during the stream itself.
Of course.
Yeah, because it's the anniversary. Yeah, shot down. But no, I was really expecting that, to be honest. And I think just in light of the fact it's its anniversary later this year, and it's one of their most renowned kind of games, I wouldn't be surprised if they did announce an anniversary kind of edition at E3, because I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure what else Bethesda has on the cards. They've kind of been quite quiet about things, so I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of cropped up. But yeah, that's mine.
Get here real quick today.
Right, Rebecca, if you want to read out Lloyd's, then I'll go after Lloyd. We'll do that last.
Okay, so Lloyd's predictions are he wants a Splinter Cell revealed, and he predicts that it will be coming in early 2019. He wants to see more villains shown for Spider-Man PS4, so I'm assuming that sort of falls along with more gameplay, probably like an extended trailer or something along the lines of that. He wants to see Mortal Kombat 11. He also wants to see Destiny 2's big autumn expansion, which makes the game good again, e.g. The Taken King. And finally, his last prediction is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is shown in some capacity on Sony's stage, which I could see some of those coming through.
Yeah.
Right. It's just inspired me to a prediction, actually.
Oh, God.
So the first one then is a Spider-Man PS4 Pro. We're going to see special
I wouldn't be
edition
surprised by that.
bundle with sort of red PS4 with the webs on or something. Sort of inspired. That could look quite nice, actually.
I think, you might be on something there.
I could quite go for that. We'll probably see some other Spider-Man related stuff like special, because now there's special outfits in it. Like, so we might get some more special outfits and showing some of the powers off of these outfits because they have special powers. So, oh man, I can't wait for that game. It's going to be so awesome. Number 2, PS4, PS Now, and PS Plus to sort of eat each other and be together.
Eat each other, did you say?
Yeah,
just sort of join together like a whole. So I think PS Plus, maybe if you have PS Plus, you'll get what do you call it? You'll get Now thrown in as well.
That'd be good.
Just go here, throw it in. Because since, like say, they've got rid of PS3 and PS Vita's disappearing from it in it, so they've got to add some value somehow. So maybe that's how they do it. What else? This is where I got stuck.
Did you not write a list?
Nah, lists.
Ill prepared, Joe. Ill prepared.
What else do I want? I don't believe in lists. Right. Price cut. What are we getting a price cut for? PS4 Pro. I reckon maybe put that down a bit. 300 maybe. Because the Xbox will probably cut the price of the Xbox One X. So if Sony cut the Pro just to sort of counter that, I think that would make sense. So yeah. If I get 2 left, oh gold. Right, some sort of PS remaster. I don't know what, just some sort of Resistance. That's what I said. Resistance.
You did say Resistance.
So we could get a new Resistance game, or we could get a sort of remaster of a Resistance game. That's a good prediction. And finally, way out there because it's not going to happen, a new Elder Scrolls game. But that's just me.
We don't want any more.
I want a new Elder Scrolls game. I prefer that to Fallout.
Okay.
So yeah, so there we go. That's my 5. So let's see what Dan's got to say then.
Okay, so Dan has put for his first prediction, he's put that he wants to see God of War new content. So we talked yesterday about obviously Horizon Zero Dawn got the Frozen Wilds, which was sort of a little bit of an expansion rather than a DLC because of how long it was. He wants to see the Order. Is it the Order
1886?
86? Yeah, the Order 1886 sequel. I've heard a lot of people say that actually, so doesn't surprise me that he's said that as well. A lot of people have obviously
that again. The Order. Oh, I can't remember who the developer is, but what are they doing now?
I can't remember. Oh gosh.
I've got it on my shelf, but I'm gonna knock something over if I try and turn around. It's up there somewhere.
It's up there. We'll have a look after. We can tweet it out. People are still interested to know.
But yeah, whoever they are, I don't know what else they're doing at the moment. So yeah, that could be quite a
Ready at Dawn.
Ready at Dawn.
That's right.
There we go.
I think they're
I haven't heard anything.
I think they're a third sort of second party developer, third party developer. So I don't think they're a Sony studio, are they?
No, I don't think
so. So probably maybe don't know what they're up to at the moment, but that's a possibility, I guess.
It is, yeah. His third prediction is he wants trophy rewards to be rolled out worldwide. So I can't remember which region we were talking about, but somewhere if you earn trophies, you get currency for them.
Yeah, that's in America.
Like you can spend it. Is it America? Yeah. So obviously you can earn trophies, and then you can use your platinum trophies or your gold trophies, silver trophies, bronze trophies, they all equal different amounts of currency. And he thinks that it'll probably be rolled out worldwide, which, if it works well over there, I don't see why it wouldn't happen over here. So I can see that happening. His fourth prediction is he thinks we'll see Until Dawn 2 or a new supermassive game. And we talked about this, possibly, could potentially see something like that happening, just given the success of choice-based games at the time, like what's going on right now, obviously. And then his last prediction is a PS1 Mini. He's got really good ones. And he's also said, remasters for Ridge Racer, Type 4 preferably, Metal Gear Solid, and Nier, the PS3 version. So that's it. That's his exact predictions.
Wow. Well, we got through them fast. If you've got any predictions, listeners, then please do your thing and just tweet us what your predictions are. Give us your top 5. Do it. Give us your top 5 predictions. Tweet them out, and we'll see if any of you were right next week when we do our E3 cast.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's fun. Okay, so time to go over to Nicole, who's got our user questions, so let's go for that.
Okie dokie. So our first question this week is from Kirin Results, who asks, how damn happy are you going to be when Bloodborne 2 is announced? What would be your preference? Continue from what happened at the end of Bloodborne, or explore existing characters and delve into the history/lore of Bloodborne? Now, as much as I can probably speak for Becky in saying she'd probably be delirious upon this.
Smiling.
I know, trying not to.
I'll just hand over to you here, because I can't show you anything.
I can't, to be fair, I can't actually imagine how I would feel about Bloodborne 2 being announced in terms of excitement, given how excited I am for pretty much any announcement ever. I mean, that 3-second trailer we got from Software last year, I was like, oh my god, what's that? What is that? Oh my god, that's From Software. Oh my god, From Software made Bloodborne. So if they actually announce like a full trailer, or they, give us a little sneaky peek of something they've been working on, I literally don't know what I'll do. I have no idea. I know I'll be happy, but I don't know what my immediate reaction will be. As for the other part of the question, I'm probably going to write like a piece about what, because everyone keeps asking me, I'll probably do a piece about what I want from Bloodborne 2 if it does happen. But I'll just go into it really quickly now. I think that it would be nice to explore a little bit more about Yharnam, because obviously the area is so big. My main quibble with one of the stories, I guess, was that there's so many NCP characters, but you only get to go to about 3 different locations where they live from, they originate from. So I think it would be nice to sort of expand Yharnam a little bit and then go out to all the different factions and cultures and cults. But I'll probably write a little 5 things I want to see, just in case we're lucky and it happens. But yeah, just
please don't throw your phone or something in excitement, because if we don't hear from you for a little while, we'll be like, where's Becky?
It'll be 2:00 in the morning, so my poor family, if it is announced, they will know it's announced.
Yeah. Wow. Right, our next question is from Shape Thrower, who asks, what game soundtrack do you think deserves to be in every gamer's listening library? Now, I'm very stuck here, as I'm always I've got like a video game soundtrack playlist on my phone. Yeah, I'd listen to it loads. So I'm very, very stuck with this. So I've kind of narrowed it down to 3. I've been quite cheeky. I'd have to say Ratchet & Clank 2. It's just the most nostalgic soundtrack for me. No Man's Sky, absolutely phenomenal soundtrack. It's so good, and it fits so well with the game. And Journey, just because Journey is such a moving soundtrack. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. But yeah. Well, you guys?
I guess I'm just going to do 3 as well then. I'm just going to stick to... I like God of War's soundtrack. I like that orchestral sort of thing. I like that. In the same respect, I quite like Detroit's soundtrack as well. I know that's 2 brand new ones, but I like both. I think they're both really good. And I've got this question stuck in my head just then. There was the one I couldn't think of, and I still can't think of it. The one I had in my playlist downstairs, but it's still not come back to me. Whatever it was, it's really annoying, because I remember playing it downstairs, thinking, "Oh, I like this." But yeah, what else? Let me have a quick look.
I know it's nice doing it here, isn't it? You just be like, "What have I
turn round on the shelf,
in my life?"
Have a look, and say, "I still don't know what the hell."
No idea.
Still no idea. So let's just say. Life is Strange.
Good soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'll go with 3 as well then, because everyone else has done that. I struggle, I think, to find a soundtrack I 100% like all the songs from. I'm very picky when it comes to listening to something. Normally I'll be like, oh, I like track 9, I like track 7, I like track 21. I really struggle to listen to a soundtrack and every single song I'm like, oh, this is really good. But the one soundtrack that I really, really did like was when Skyward Sword was announced, they did the 30th edition. And in the 30th edition, they released like a Zelda symphony. And every single song from that, I just had on repeat. My mum was like, stop playing that in the car. It's really annoying. And I was just like, no, it's amazing. I love it so much. But I'd say Zelda, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's the 30th edition Zelda symphony or something. I'd love to go and see that. We were talking, this question is obviously in relation about the Royal Albert Hall PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it? So I'd love to go see the Zelda Symphony in concert. Apart from that, I really like Little Nightmares soundtrack. They've got a really good few tracks on there. Obviously, Journey's amazing. And as much as people probably think I'm going to say Bloodborne's only got about two tracks on the soundtrack I actually really like. And the rest of it I feel is quite just, I don't want to say samey, but it's just very dark. And you kind of get the same sort of feel through it. I did actually write a piece, though, about my top 5 favourite soundtracks at the start of this year. I think it's still on the site somewhere. But yeah, Journey's got to be the standout one for me. Journey and Zelda, and then Little Nightmares has got a few little trinkets I like.
Yeah, well, again, let's vote back your listeners again. Tells your top 3 soundtracks. Tweet it out. Tweet it out because we want to know. So
yeah.
Okay then. Next question.
Right. Our next one is from both RiseUp44 and Sean1Neo, who both like to know our craziest E3 hope / prediction. So I'm assuming this is kind of a really far-fetched thing that perhaps we wouldn't have put on our list, thinking that it was not going to crop up. So with mine, I'd have to say either a new Ratchet or Clank or Croc remaster. Both aren't likely. I mean, Insomniac's, they've got their current commitment with Spider-Man, and seeing that has a successful release. And obviously the disbanding of Croc's developers. But if they both popped up, I'd be squealing insanely.
Squealing.
Because I was actually pretty upset earlier because I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but someone did a very, very horrible leak image of and it looks so false. But I was just there like, who does this? Like, that's not fair.
Teases, doesn't it?
Playing with my emotions
Why
like
do you do that? Silly people.
Horrible.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't know why they do it. I think. I forgot what the question was, but it's come back to me now, so don't worry. PS5 hybrid Vita console. Don't know, some fancy hybrid Vita console. I'll go for that. That'll be my prediction, my exciting, not going to happen prediction. Not going to happen this year anyway. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
But, or like I said, Last of Us 3, Uncharted 5, Spider-Man 2.
Very, very hopeful there. Very hopeful.
Any of them. Hey, got to be optimistic.
I think I've got 2 really, because I was thinking about this, and I know that Dan, is it Dan or is it? I think it might even be you, Joe. You think backwards compatibility with the PlayStation. I don't know, because I can see it from the point as they'll lose profit if they do that. So if they did announce that, I'd be like, oh, okay. I wouldn't find it a bad thing. I wouldn't, I'd be quite excited for it. I'd be up for it. But I still kind of think, I don't know, because for them, obviously, that's a reason to buy the PlayStation 5 and play the PlayStation 5 games. So that's probably one of mine. And the other one is, everyone probably knows that I quite like Playdead games. I like Inside, I like Limbo. Playdead did announce about a year ago that they were working on something, and it's been radio silent since then. So that, makes me think, they're in development. But if they did announce something, I guess anytime around this period, because it's, like I said, even if it's not E3, lots of developers announce video games around this time period. If they just went like, oh, it's done, it'll be out in a week, I'd be like, what? I feel like that would really, really oh my god. But yeah, so yeah, one hardware, one software, I think, for me.
Yeah, excellent. Hey, so is that us done with our questions, is it?
We've got one more, and
we've got a new one, haven't we?
Yeah, I wanted to. It was in the backlog.
Was that the question that said, "Is the sound working this time?"
That's Barry, isn't it?
Let's not. Right. So, our last question is one from the backlog. It's from Tony Sibley, who would like to know the group's thoughts on collectibles in games. At the time, Tony was polishing up some of the many collectibles in God of War, and as he was trying to get the platinum trophy, and he believes the collectible hunting in the game kind of it turned it into a bit of a chore, whereas it was like, you know, enjoyable beforehand. And well, I mean, personally, like, I love collectibles in games. I think it gives you that kind of little bit extra like incentive to explore a game setting. But I think in great quantities it can become quite tedious. I was discussing that game I played, Fee or Faye, or I'm not going through this again. But,
one of those.
Yeah, I was discussing with Darren from the Trophy Trust podcast on Twitter a little while back about how annoying the collectibles are in the game, because some of them are really, really difficult to get, and it turns quite a mellow, light-hearted game into an abundance of frustration. It's absolutely insane. And you don't really have the incentive to pick them up as you go along, because you don't need many of them to like acquire the abilities. You need to kind of get through the game itself. So, you know, you have to go really hunting for them in obscure places to find them, and it just makes like the platinum run, which you'd initially think is very easy, is insanely hard, and it's an absolute nightmare. But, you know, I think they're good, but I just think in great quantities it's a bit much. But what about you guys?
I think, well, I'm not really a big trophy person, you see, so they don't kind of, I guess if you're more into your trophies, they're a bit more important to you, I guess.
Yeah.
But it depends at the same time what the collectibles are. Because, I mean, I used to quite like finding them in the original Uncharted when they're shining and they just have this wee glint and you're walking through and you see them. That gave me incentive to go look for them, because I would look for the glint and I was thinking, oh yeah, but... Or in Skyrim, when you find interesting books that might give you an extra point in your abilities or something, and things that make a difference, or like I said in Uncharted, just where it was a glint, or things that either stand out or make a difference. That's what I like. If they're just there for the sake of it and they don't really add anything, then I don't think I'm that fussed about it.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's kind of 50-50. I think it does depend on, probably the game and probably the collectibles as well, because I have just gone back and I'm trying to get the platinum for Detroit, because my first playthrough I got 67% of the trophies, and I was like, oh, well, I can do this. One of the trophies is go and collect all the magazines in the game, and I quite enjoyed that just because they kind of told a little bit of the story as well, which I would like it when video games go, you know, here's the narrative, but there's a little bit extra, but you have to find it yourself. So I really like that. But then I kind of got quite infuriated when I was looking for collectibles in Uncharted 4, you know, because they glint and they make a noise. You know, in Lost Legacy. Yeah, the Lost Legacy, when you have the bracelet and it makes a noise and you just can't see it anywhere, I would go crazy, like looking around, like running in circles around an area. And I was like, where is it? And it'd make me annoyed. And I'd be like, oh my God, I have to leave it. I can't put myself through that. So I think I'm a bit 50-50. I do think for me it 100% depends on the game. Some games, if I like the game enough to think, oh, I want to platinum it, then I'm like, normally I like finding the collectibles. I like going, oh, okay, well, I'm learning a bit here. But obviously it works well with Uncharted because it's about finding treasure. I just found it a bit frustrating actually finding the treasure at times. So yeah, I think for me, every single video game is different for me, just for collectibles wise.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, okay, thanks for all your questions, everyone. Much appreciated. And I guess it's time to move on to what we've been playing. And Nicole's sitting there in anticipation waiting to talk about what she's been playing.
Little bit. To be honest, saying that, I've not actually played much. Like, I've been kind of dipping in and out of games. So I've been, I treated myself to a little bit of Fallout 4 after sitting there for 7 hours watching the...
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I watched up until, we saw, like, the announcement, kind of like the little teaser thing they put on Twitter around, I think it was about 3 o'clock they put that up, and we ended up, like, keeping the stream up on the table whilst we were playing for, like, 7 hours until, like, 10, 11 when we went to bed. And, you know, every so often something would pop up and it was like balloons and stuff. And we're thinking, oh my God, it has to be Fallout 3 anniversary. Like, how can it be?
No, throw you off.
Oh gosh, it did. And like, obviously when they announced Fallout 76, I was just like, oh, I need a Fallout fix. So I dipped into a bit of Fallout 4. I've played Fox and Forest, which I know it sounds absolutely awful just from the title, but it's actually really, really good. It's a 16-bit 2D platformer. It's very, very nostalgic and really kind of captures the essence of 2D retro titles. But it's got a really good twist in it, which really differentiates it from like the abundance of titles that have been released like it recently, like Owlboy and everything. But yeah, it's really, really good. It's one of the best I've seen of that kind of genre recently. But mainly, I know it's not PlayStation related, but I have a new addiction, and it's Pokemon Quest, which I'm playing on my newly acquired Nintendo Switch.
I can see it. It's in
Yeah,
the back of the video.
Yeah, I was playing Legend of K earlier. But I've just been playing Pokemon Quest, and it's really, really good. It's like Minecraft and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon had a love child, and like it was a mobile game, and it's so, so good. But yeah,
It's free, isn't it?
yeah, it's free. It's just
free. I thought it was.
It's got all the kind of store elements, like I said, like you see in a mobile game where you have to buy to kind of get more. But it's really, really cute. And
I've not tried it yet, to be honest. My Switch is just sitting in front of me, but I've not tried that yet. I did download it, and I think Tan said that was a bit weird.
Yeah, no, it's gonna keep me going until Let's Go Eevee sees the release. So, but yeah, that's all I've been playing really.
What you've been up to then, Rebecca?
So I played quite a lot this week. My main thing is I finished Detroit, but I won't touch on that because me and Joe did a video review chat where we both just talked about what we thought of the game, how our review sort of tied together the highs and the lows. So you should watch that. It's on the site, just on the main page. So I won't talk too much about Detroit because I've already talked about Detroit a lot. I'll only say that I loved it and I thought it was great. And I'm glad that I played it, you know what I mean? Because I was 50-50.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll move on because otherwise I'll talk about that all night. But you should check out our review chat. It is on YouTube and it's on the site. So aside from that, I played 2 extra games. I have reviewed both of them too, but not for SquareXO. Sorry about that. They're both on the Daily Star now. The first one was called Shape of the World, which went live today. That basically was quite an interesting game because it was the same sort of premise as Firewatch or can't think what it's called. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture in terms of it's just a walking simulator. It actually has zero story in terms of, like laid out story. So it was interesting to just play it, and it is designed to be a stress reliever, something to just take a break from work. So I played that and it was really fun. It's just about exploring the world and it's colourful, it's bright. Really, really good game. The price is a little bit high, I think, for what it is, but hopefully that will, it'll get a discount at some point. If you find it cheaper than it is, you should, play it and pick it up. It's really, really good. And then the other thing I played was called Earth Atlantis. That is a 2D shooter set under the sea. I really liked that. It's not really the sort of game I'd go for.
Yeah.
It's got the main thing that made it stand out for me, and I'll put some screenshots on my Twitter account later, is that it basically has a really cool sepia 14th century style map line drawing. So it stands out a lot in that, and it makes it look really different. The aim of that is you have to go around the world and you have to attack and kill these hybridized aquatic creatures. A bit like Cuphead in terms of the difficulty. There's sort of a lot on the screen at one time, but really good fun, really, really enjoyable. Once you get all the power-ups for your submarine, it feels really just really fun just going through and just getting rid of everything in one hit. You shoot your one bullet and everything dies. It's amazing. It's really, really good fun. So yeah, both really good games. Both are out now. They're both little nice indies that I think people should play.
Okay, well, I can talk about the games I've been playing now.
Can.
Right, good. Well, I've played Detroit, obviously. Like Rebecca says, check out that video on the website because that's a good little chat about it. We'll have more video chats like that about games. We're going to have one for Vampire, which is another game I've been playing. That's pretty damn good, actually. It's one of those games I thought to myself, nah, I'm not going to like this. Because I like Don't Nod Entertainment, done Life is Strange, but it's a completely different game. It couldn't be any further removed from Life is Strange. It's an RPG, kind of, I guess, a bit Skyrim-y in terms of the dialogue trees and the upgrade abilities and stuff like that. But it's just out there, really, set in 18th century London around the time of the Spanish flu pandemic. You go about, you're a doctor, but you're a vampire. So you kill people. and suck their blood, or do I?
Or do I save them?
You can make medicine and heal them. So what's interesting about this is that each area sort of has a sort of good to critical rating. So if you kill people, then chaos sort of assumes, and then you end up getting creatures all about the streets and stuff, and it just goes chaotic. But if you heal people, then the level stays good, which makes moving about a lot easier. But to twist it up, if you don't kill people, you don't level up as fast, so that makes the game more difficult.
That's cool, that is.
You're kind of
Quite
like,
interesting.
oh, what do I do?
Another moral compass, isn't it? Just like Detroit makes you think about your actions.
It's really clever, actually, the way they've done it. So what I tried to do was just kill the people. I would just talk to everybody, because that's the other thing. If you talk to people, you can unlock hints about them and about other people.
Oh.
So if you unlock hints about people and find out more and more about them, the XP that you get for killing them goes up. Yeah. So like all I was doing was talking to loads of people and then killing the ones who I thought, well, you're a bit dodgy, let me suck your blood, and then just doing that. Wow. Yeah. So that got me leveling up quite fast, and I wasn't struggling too much. And then the combat's really cool too, because I've got a two-handed weapon, but you can use it. There's some weapons you can use where you can use it and suck blood out. So as you suck blood out when you're hitting them, it'll heal you a bit.
Oh, okay.
Or not heal you, sorry. It'll give you blood, which can then be used to heal you and to also use your special abilities and stuff. So yeah, that's a really good game. The other game I've been playing is on Rush. Now, this is a game I didn't really fancy either, especially after playing the beta, but the beta is completely nothing like the game. The game's actually really, really good. It's there's no finish line, so you just, instead of having to use this instinct that you'd normally have to get to the front of the pack, that's no use to you, because you need to stay in the pack to earn points and to earn boosts, which is what the game's all about. You get boosts and you can crush people, and then you go in rush mode and it all goes manic. So would you knock people aside and stuff like that. But there's also like what was I going to say, different game modes. So there's one called Countdown, and you have to drive through the gates. So you've got two teams and you drive through the gates, and the team that kind of does best driving through the gates will keep their counter up, where the other team's counter will be going down, and basically the aim's to let the other team's counter get to 0 before yours does. So that's a pretty good idea. Whereas in others, you just bash into each other and try and get the most points. But it's like a multiplayer shooter-inspired racer. I kind of alluded to that in my review, because I was just saying some of the vehicles is like a support and some are like the heavy artillery. So what the support ones, for instance, will drop boosts and stuff for your teammates, whereas the heavy artillery will like shield you from the enemy and stuff and be big and like knock them off. Plus you can get motorbikes. I don't know what they're supposed to do, but you can do cool tricks on them and stuff, which reminds me a bit of what Trials HD or whatever you call it, that motorbike game where you can sort of, but yeah, the environments are good, it looks good, it runs like smooth as butter, the frame rate's pretty amazing. So yeah, that's a really good game. So I'd highly recommend both of them. Give them both 8 out of 10, and both reviews is on the site with our video reviews now. So yeah, that's what I've been playing, and a wee bit of FIFA thrown in as well. Right, okay, before we move on, let me get my play pad back. You shouldn't
have thrown it, yeah.
Oh, right. Sake, man. Right, just getting the play pad, because I just want to do a brief mention of what's coming out, and it's in the play pad. So okay, because we keep forgetting to talk about what's coming out, so I just thought I'd best mention it, because it's good to know. Right, I'm just going to do up to the 14th. So we've got a new Elder Scrolls Somerset, which is for Elder Scrolls Online. I don't really play Elder Scrolls Online because it's just a live sync. So I don't really want to spend all my time doing that. Obviously we've got Unrush, which we just talked about. We've got, I don't know how you say this, it's probably got to sound Scottish. Shag Fu or Shaq
Yeah,
Fu
that's
or something like that.
Shaq Fu.
So Shag Fu. That sounds fun. And that's come PS4, Xbox One, Switch. We've actually got one of our new contributors reviewing that. I don't know which one because I gave a code to two contributors, so I guess it's a race.
Josh, was it Josh?
Two of them have got it.
Oh gosh.
And MotoGP 18. I don't know if we're reviewing that. Anyone fancy reviewing that? Anyone a fan of Moto?
Are you asking us? Or
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot. I'm not really a fan of
Not
racing.
Particularly.
We might be
Yeah,
reviewing that
not a good
then.
racing game.
Let's just put that in the maybe pile. We might review it. We'll see if anyone on the site is interested in motorbikes. Apex Construction, which is for PSVR. Happy Birthdays, which is for Switch. Oh God, why did they put these weird named games in that I can't say? Numbunga's Ambition Tashi for PS4 from Koi. I don't know what that is. Sushi Striker for Switch. Tennis World Tour for Switch and PC. Super Bomberman R Shiny Edition. That's one we might very well be reviewing actually. And Moss is coming out at retail, which is a brilliant game, so I'd highly recommend that. It's for PSVR. And finally, we'll put in Yoku's Island Express, which is for PS4, Xbox One and Switch, and Yonder, the Cloud Catcher Chronicles. Bye-bye, Playpad.
It's a lot, isn't there? Lots of indies.
So there we go. That's what's coming out. So it's time to just get things wrapped up. And to do that, we're just going to talk about, first of all, our Patreon, because we want to give a big thank you to our backers, because it's very kind and we're very pleased that you're backing us. And hopefully we'll bring you more and more great content, and you'll have some others joining you soon. We're going to be having a look at our Patreon because we've really set it right up right at the very start. So now we just want to rejig it a bit and have a rejig of the tiers and all that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll be doing that. And hopefully by doing that we can bring you more competitions and stuff, like, which brings me to the wonderful SquareXO June. We're in
June.
But is May finished yet?
I'm just checking if May's finished, the poll.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling it's finished. I'll just check. It has finished. Obviously, I'll say the winner now, but feel free to check the poll out to see for yourselves. The winner is at 16-bit Rose with her picture of Uncharted. Really nice picture. That is. Dan actually picked that, and then I picked it as well. So well done, Dan.
Very nice picture. Well done. So yeah, Dan will sort you out your prize. Congratulations. And I suppose that means that SquareXO June is open now. So get your screenshots from your PlayStation, tag them SquareXO June, and you can win. Rebecca, what can they win? Do you know?
Oh God, I don't know. Isn't it it's the PS1, PS4, and PS3 keychains from
that's right.
Numbskull? Is that right?
Yeah, they're cool. Here they are. I don't have them. Dan's got them. But there, that's what they look like. That's what they look like. So yeah, that's good. So competitions, check. Patreon, check. All we need to say now is visit our website, squarexo.co.uk, for all the latest reviews and content. Listen to our what you might call it, podcast, videocast
what we're
on
doing right now.
Podbean, iTunes. Leave a nice review. Obviously, you can watch on YouTube as well. You'll find all these links on the site. Follow us on twitter.com/squarex. Twitter.com/square_XO. I should be able to read that straight in front of me. And also patreon.com/squarexo. So thanks for joining us for this podcast/videocast if you're watching on YouTube. It's been great fun. I've been happy to have you. If you leave comments, feedback, that would be absolutely fantastic, because we love as much feedback as possible. And we'll see you next week for our E3 reactions podcast/video. Yeah, so that'll be fun. So thanks everyone. And before we go, one more thing. Check out our review chats, which will be coming up this week, one for Vampire, one for Onrush, I think a bit later on, maybe even one for God of War, I don't know. Dan said something about that, I forgot.
Yeah, you three
So,
should
yeah.
do God of War.
Yeah.
I haven't played that yet.
We'll sort it out. So yeah, check them out. Check out our content. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.